Your attackers sent a sexy psychopath at you who you fell for. But little did you know, this relationship would almost cost you your life. This is a quick message from the universe. Chosen one. Man, yo, you be out here living a hell of a life, chosen. We really could take your life and the things that you go through, and you could have made like 5 or 6 hit LMN movies, man. For real. Chosen one, yo, you let's talk about the Chosen One Olympics, and let's talk about um let's talk about these situations, right? You got a couple of situations that transpired between you, right, and individuals who you came into contact with. And what you're still wondering is, who are the people who sending this shit, who did this, right? Let's talk about the relationship. So you can come to some type of clarity into, no, you're not tripping. This really just happened to you. See, a lot of times when people go through these relationships where these people try to take them out, and they dealing with these narcissists who's been gaslighting them and doing all types of weird shit, and you know that there's a big plot against you, and dealing with, and you see the people who's involved, right? Which I'm not going to speak on how these situations, but you see the, you can tell by like the biological, or like the race or group of people who are involved, or who are in around when these type of shits happen. And then this is how you pinpoint um what organization is really being sent at you, or who trying to do you, right? um by just, you know what I'm saying, knowing the area. You can find anything on the net nowadays, man. So knowing the area, knowing what groups are involved in that area, what race is around you and operating, and then you can figure all this shit out. It's not rocket science, right? And so um let's bring clarity to this relationship. So you met this person or whatever. A lot of y'all meet these people on these internets, TikTok, Instagram, you know what I'm saying, all these dating apps. Y'all go on Tinder, um, or even, people. A lot of times with these honey traps, man, these are like online connections a lot. So typically when you out living day to day life and you meet someone who you approach like that and things like that, then this is, it doesn't typically land you in honey trap situations. But the honey traps usually find you, and they show interest in you, and you fall in. Very rarely do you pull up on something, or you find something yourself. And that's why, a lot of times it's hard for women, because you guys usually let people come to you. And then fellas, anytime where women down on you like that, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't no, you ain't a millionaire, my nigga. Like, these bitches on you, like, you know what I'm saying, like you a motherfucking millionaire, dog. Like, make it make sense, right? It's how you know somebody's sending, or this could be a honey trap. So you just an average Joe, they down on you like that. Like, come on now, make it make sense, gang. So you know what I'm saying. A lot of times, these honey traps are sent at you. Well, this particular honey trap was sent at you. Y'all built the connection, whatever, whatever. And when y'all built y'all connection, it was a lot of what's the word, arousal, a lot of seducing, sexual, seducing, things like that, getting you caught up in that mindset of wanting to lust. Also a lot of love bombing, helping you with things like that. A lot of times when we fall into these situations, are this is what I'm saying. Like, think about it. Yeah, think about it, man. Especially fellas. Like, you in a situation where you damn near homeless and shit, and somebody trying to link up with you and be with you and take you in, that it don't make sense, bro. We all know these women don't want no broke ass nigga, and we all know these men. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, It's hard for a woman though, because men will typically do all of that. You know, they'll see somebody that's beautiful, whatever, whatever. Not me, but some men have been known to save women. You feel what I'm saying? Whereas the woman ain't going for that shit. So it'd be like, make it make sense, bro. Sis, you know, it's harder for you, but you got to be able to make it make sense. You got to be able to see through the layers, see the controlling issues, see the love bombing. You know, people don't just want people to come live with them that they don't know. This is a red flag. And so people see you in these situations and they allowed you, this person, you know, after y'all built y'all connection, you know, you enter their place or whatever, whatever, things seemingly go how they go, and then they crash out, shit go left. You can tell that it's people involved. This is a bigger thing than just, you know, a toxic relationship. You can see the outside interference in the everyday patterns and the things that go on. Also, people are not good at acting, or, you know, when things start happening and shit get real, motherfuckers, you know, shit like bodies is about to be dropped, people get nervous and they show that shit. So if you ever around places where, you know, it's a lot of tension and people always acting nervous and shit, you gotta understand this is because there's some plotting or something going on. Get the fuck from around that type of energy. Why would you want to live around that? But a lot of times, you know, we done invested so much into these psychos, right? And then what you notice is it's a lot of like gaslighting, physical and mental abuse from this psychopath. You know, first they seem, and these people be like in cults, gangs. You know, it's so hard to pinpoint because, you know, the cults, you know, these witchcraft cults and these high up millionaires, they do business with these street level gangs and shit, and they pay them. And so the gangs will be involved because they on payroll. Not, they don't really have, you know, they just following orders and shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know what the fuck going on for real. They just about their money type shit, type situation. And it really it's always like an illusion trying to make you feel it's like this, but it's really somebody up in a high place, you know, that's pulling all the strings and is involved in this. But you fell for this psychopath, and eventually the psychopath tried to take you out. And see, the thing about it is, with the chosen ones, y'all are like the chosen ones, you know, when you think about, yo, I've been around some real psycho or crazy people type situation, it doesn't scare you. And this is how you gotta know that you are different yourself. And you know, it's sort of like a genius thing, right? Because it's like anybody else would be like, yo, what the fuck? I just survived it. But you just be on some, yeah, you know what I'm saying? On some, like, you know, regular day at the office type shit, you know? And that says a lot about you, chosen one. But, you know, this is where you experience the NDE. A lot of y'all were poisoned, things like that. Woke up in the hospital, woke up fucked up, realized you were going through these humiliation rituals, and you got up out of there, right? A lot of people don't survive these relationships when these psychopaths are sent. So you survived a real psychopath, and you lived to tell your story.